Gil Martin here. Welcome, everybody, to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new videos dropping every day, Monday through Friday. So hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we continue our look at the Packers' potential unrestricted free agents. And we ask the question as to whether the Packers should re-sign offensive tackle Rasheed Walker. This is not a small decision. And obviously, Walker will be a UFA next month if the Packers do not re-sign him. We know the Packers are kind of short on cap space this year. They'll have enough to sign their own players and maybe even bring in some free agents after Brian Gutekunst is done restructuring a few contracts and letting a few players go. But ultimately, this is a big decision. And here's why the Packers should re-sign Rasheed Walker. I mean, here's a guy who came into the league as a 7th-round pick back in 2022 and really came a long way. Before he was drafted, there was talk that he could be a 1st-round pick or certainly a day 2 pick, but he kind of struggled in his last year at Penn State, and as a result, he dropped all the way to the last round of the draft and really the back end of that last round. And he only played one game as a rookie, but became a starter in week 2 of the 2023 season when David Bakhtiari's career came to an early end due to injuries. And, Walker had to step in without a lot of experience and really established himself as a quality starting left tackle in this league. Now, the thing that Walker does best is protect the quarterback. He's had Jordan Love's blind side for all 3 years that Love has been a starter. And during his first 2 years as the starter, Walker did very, very well. Now, his run blocking is kind of average at best, but in addition to good pass blocking, Walker is durable. He has not missed a game since taking over as the starting left tackle. And look, left tackle is a premium position. It's considered the most important position by most football coaches and experts along the offensive line. And, that's a big deal. You don't have a good left tackle, that downgrades your entire offense. Walker is also 26 years old, just turned 26 earlier this month. So he is now entering the prime of his career. And when you consider the importance of continuity and chemistry along the offensive line, Elton Jenkins predicted to be a cap casualty. Sean Ryan predicted right now, he's an unrestricted free agent also. And we did a video earlier this month on whether or not they should bring back Sean Ryan. You don't want to lose out on too many guys along the line. Now, why would they not want to bring back Rasheed Walker? First of all, 2025 was a disappointing season for him. And this raises a red flag. It's concern because why? 2025 was Rasheed Walker's contract year. It was the year where if he played well, he would earn either another contract with the Packers or a huge contract if he hit the open market as a free agent. He didn't play well. He didn't play up to his own recent standards. And you look back at his last year in college when, he had to play well and he could have been a 1st-round draft pick. Same thing happened. His play fell off, and that isn't good. Now, his pass blocking this past year, not as good as it had been. His run blocking continued to grade out well below average. PFF put him just above the bottom third of their qualified offensive tackles when it came to grades. And then penalties have been an issue for Rasheed Walker. Not so much holding penalties. He only had one of those last year that was accepted. but lining up offside, false starts, the kind of careless mental errors that unfortunately he has committed far too often. And these penalties often came at the worst time, put the Packers behind the sticks, and really disrupted a lot of drives last year. The Packers also do have two young tackles who may be ready to step in. In 2024, they used a first-round pick on Jordan Morgan. In 2025, a second-round pick on Anthony Belton. Morgan right now would be the front runner to take over at left tackle if they don't bring Walker back. But the question is, are both of them or either of them, Morgan and Belton, ready? Because they've shown flashes. They've had their struggles, but also played well in limited reps at tackle. And the question is, are they ready? Are they good enough to take over the job full time? What would Walker cost to keep? Well, Spottrack.com projects the deal for Walker would be approximately $20.3 million cap hit per year over a 4-year deal. Now, that's a lot of money. It would take up a good chunk of the available money the Packers had if they were to re-sign Walker. And think about this. Morgan and Belton together will earn about 10% of that this coming year, cap-wise. The offensive line is in flux, but you've got Belton and Morgan on rookie contracts. Zach Tom is coming back, although he may not start training camp on time as he recovers from his own injury. And again, you want a certain amount of continuity. Walker grades out as a reliable, steady starting left tackle who is good at protecting the quarterback, but not so good at blocking for the run. And because left tackle and, in particular, and tackle in general is a premium position, he's going to make his money on the open market, whether it's with the Packers or somebody else. So he's getting big bucks one way or the other. I think he will price himself out of the Packers price range as far as how they value him versus how much they'll have to pay him. And that's why I think that Rasheed Walker will probably be elsewhere in 2026 unless the market isn't as strong as he had hoped and he ends up coming back to Green Bay on a more of a team-friendly deal. Visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Packers. Here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Packers Post. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. And of course, go Pack Go.